Hi all, good morning. So before proceeding, any question on the topics what we've discussed so far yesterday? Anything you want to repeat or something like that? Anything? No question. So now you are in a state that you can practice the LinkedIn questions. Okay, I think close to 10 to 15 questions so far I have posted on LinkedIn. I will request everyone to start with solving one question. Okay. At least if you are unable to solve, I may understand. Maybe sometime you will face difficulty in solving those questions. So, but go through the solution, okay, and try to understand it. Even if you're unable to understand, please connect with me. So that's what I will suggest you go through that. That will give you a heads up because different kind of questions are there on that platform. And if you're getting one solution on LinkedIn, try to solve using other solution as well. Okay. Okay, fine. So we have this data in front of you. Once again, my voice is audible everywhere and my screen is visible?
Yes, Tanvesh.
Okay, perfect. So see, this is the data in the student table. Okay, you have ID of a student, then their name, semester, subject, and marks. Okay. Try to understand the data first of all. So ID is one. Student A, he has appeared in physics in all the 4 semesters. He has physics subject. Similarly, for student A, in all the 4 semesters, he has chemistry subject. And similarly for B, in all the 4 semesters, physics is there. In all the 4 semesters, chemistry is there. Oh, that's good. I think duplicate data is there. That's good. I saw it. 1 minute. Duplicate data is there. From student. So now you can see I have set records, and this is the data in front of you. Okay, before that, let's try to do something. Select some of so if I will run this query, what will be the output?
The total marks has been summed up.
Total sum of marks, right? No.
Yeah.
So it is telling the total sum of marks is 3100. Okay. Hope this is clear to everyone.
Yes.
Excuse me. Now I will change this little bit. I will write here name, comma, sum of marks, and then I will write here group by name. Okay. So you got the marks, total marks are scored by A and total marks are scored by B, correct?
Yeah.
This is correct. A has scored total of 1550. B also has scored 1550. But 1 minute, this is not the good data. Actually, this is not prepared good data. Difficult for you to distinguish the values. So maybe it's got 200. That's fine. I don't want to keep the same data for A and B. So now this is the data. Now let me show you this again. I'm running this. So here you will get that. Okay. Total A has scored 1500 and B has scored 1550. Correct? Okay. Now if I will ask you that what is the total marks of both A and B? What will the answer?
Yeah,
Total
this
marks of A and B, how much?
3050.
3050. It means like you are calculating and then you are telling that then it will be 3050, but that is not coming on this screen, right? Is that clear?
Yeah.
Okay. So there is some problem with the sum of marks. because you can tell that Tanvir, I'm not getting the total marks here. Here we have taken only 2 students, so but in the real project, suppose if you're working on a college database, so you'll be having thousands of students data, right? And if you want to see what is the total marks scored, so then again you have to calculate all the marks. Hope this is clear, guys.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, this is clear. Now suppose I will write here name comma subject. Then I will write here group by name comma subject. Please note the difference, and that is why I'm just showing you that what is the difference. Okay, and then I will show you how to solve this problem. Name comma subject I have written. Now you can see A in chemistry total he has scored 850, right? If you sum all the marks scored by A in all the 4 semesters in chemistry, that will come to 850. If you want, you can verify this. 50 plus 250 is 300. 300 plus 200 is 500. 500 plus 350 is 850. So you got 850. So this is giving me the combination that, okay, A in chemistry total he has scored 850 in all the 4 subjects. Similarly, A total in physics he has scored 650 in all the 4 subjects, all the 4 semesters. Now again, I have a question that what is the total marks scored? We don't have that information here, right? Okay. Now, this was all about sum, which we know that is a traditional way to calculate the total marks. Now, there is something new to this, which is known as Rollup function. What is that? We'll see. Sum of marks. Right. Name. Let me execute this. Now, see what this information is giving you. First of all, tell me, what is this information? Who will explain this?
It displays the individual sum up, then total.
Okay, it is displaying the individual sum up that, okay, A has scored total 1500 in all the semesters in all the subjects. Similarly, B has scored total 1550 in all the semester in all the subject, and total marks of the A and B is 3050. So this is the benefit of this rollup. A rollup, what it will do is exactly like a rollup. Okay, how you're rolling up something, like when you're writing a roll or something, what it will do, he will roll it, right? So it will take you the final one. So similarly, it will tell you the individual marks and then it will add it finally, and then it will show that, okay, total marks is 3050. But I have shown you right now for sum of marks. So here in this sum of marks, you don't have that provision of getting the total number. Correct? No. For that, again, you have to write a separate query. Then that will give you total marks scored. Suppose in this query, which I have executed now here, so you can see it is showing me that total marks of A is itna. In chemistry, total marks of A in physics is 650. But if I want to know what is the total marks scored overall, then this data is not giving me that information. Okay. For that, again, I have to write a new query. Select sum of marks from a student. Right now, I have to write this query again, and then this query will tell me that, okay, total marks is 3050. Correct. Now you can see the power of rollup. Power of rollup. I have just written rollup. That's all. Name, sum of marks, rollup. So this is giving me an additional row. This is giving me an additional row. What is that additional row? This is the additional row. So this is rolling it up. If you see, if you roll it up, you will get the total value of this. So 3050 is the total marks.
Why this null is coming there? The dash null.
Null is coming because this is the total, right? This is the total. That is why this is adding this two, and it is showing the total marks is 350, 3050. But if you don't want a null here, so what you can do, you can use NVL function. Okay, and then you write here comma total. Okay, you can do like this. So it will show you that, okay, the total. We see why. If your question is why it is showing null, so it cannot show any other value here, right? Because only 2 students A and B were there. So that is why they have given you this freedom that you can customize this as per your need. So I've written null and where and then total. Okay, let me execute this. Now you can see this is total. So now user can understand that, okay, total of A and B is 3050.
Okay.
Is this clear?
Yeah.
Any question on this, guys? No questions. Okay, so here we have seen one power of.
Only one argument only we can pass in rollup.
I will come. Yeah, those topics are coming. Just 1 minute. Okay, will come. So this is clear, guys. So you can see that how this is useful. It can show you that addition as well, and you can compare that. Okay, total mass was 3050. Then A has scored this much, B has scored. So you'll get an idea as well. So this is giving you more grain of data. You can compare them. Okay. Hope this is clear. Any question? No questions. Okay. From the student. Group by. Now this is very interesting. I want you guys to please concentrate on this. Okay. And those who are working in analytics field, no, this is very helpful. Now see, now tell me what is happening here. Yeah. Okay. I'm not taking it. Some of marks are not taken. No? Now tell me what is happening. Who will explain this? Come on, guys. What is happening here?
He's doing the group by first, and in each group by,
Huh.
taking the total roll up, and after each group by, then he's taking the group by's roll up.
Correct. So here you can see rollup is happening at two levels. Okay. First of all, physics 650. What is the meaning of this 650 here?
Of A and B, sorry, A physics.
Yeah, A has scored 650.
No, A with physics he scored 650. Group by of A and physics.
A physics 650. The meaning of this is that A.
नहीं, A physics जो है total 650 score किया है.
हाँ, correct.
Yeah.
So the meaning of this is like A has scored total 650 in physics subject, including all the semesters. Correct? A has scored total 650 in physics, including all the semesters. Why? Because here we have mentioned that I want the combination of name and subject. So that is why he has, you can see at the output, the combination of name and subject is present here. A and physics is one combination. Now for A and physics, tell me how much marks is there. A physics, this is A physics, one record. This is again A physics, one record. This is again A physics, one record. This is again A physics, one record. So all these 4 records will go in, it will come into this bucket A physics. Now sum of marks. Sum of marks is 100 plus 150, 250, 250 plus 200, 450, 450 plus 200, 650. So that is why 650 is the output here. Okay. Similarly, A chemistry. A chemistry, how many records are there? This is the one record A chemistry. This is another record A chemistry. This is another record A chemistry. This is another record A chemistry. How many A chemistry records we have? 4 records. Okay. Take all these records and keep it in this bucket. Okay. Now sum of marks. Add all the marks. 50 plus 250, 300. 300 plus 200, 500. 500 plus 350 is 850. The total marks is 850. Okay. After that, what you are telling that, okay, roll up name and subject. Okay, so this name and this subject combination, again you will roll up it. So again I will roll up. So 850 plus 650 will be 1500. So from here you see how the information you are getting at multiple grains. So this is showing you the data. So from this easily you see how many informations I can find. That okay, total A has scored 615 physics, correct? Total A has scored 815 chemistry. Now here is the twist. You are getting the total marks scored by A. That information as well you are getting. The total marks scored by A is 1500. Correct? And similarly, you can see the total overall marks scored by everyone, all the students, 3050. Okay, is that clear? So here you can see information at multiple grain. That is the benefit of Rollup. Any question, guys? Hello, any question? Okay, you want me to repeat this? Anyone who wants me to repeat? Okay, let me repeat this again. See, this is the query which I have executed. Okay, name, comma, subject, and then sum of marks. Okay, let's do one thing. No, do one thing, do one thing. This is the data. This is the data. Let me copy it somewhere. Okay. Student table. Now where is the data? Now this is the data, right? I think we're talking about this one. So this is your query. This is your query. Okay. Let's try to understand. You are telling group by name, comma, subject. Okay. How many different name and subject are there? Tell me first of all. Name, subject. How many are there?
A physics, A chemistry.
Physics is one group. Okay. Then next is A chemistry, correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
A chemistry is another group. Then B physics is one group. Then you have B chemistry. Okay, so B chemistry is another group. So before proceeding further, is this clear? Grouping is clear?
Yes.
Clear to everyone? So this
Yeah.
is the grouping. Okay, fine. Now, what the question? What I mentioned here? Sum of marks. Okay, so for each group you want sum of marks. Okay, let me write it here. So you want sum of marks for each group. Okay. A physics. First of all, let's start with A physics. How many records are there with A physics? You have 4 records with A physics. Hope this is clear. Okay. If you will add all the marks, how much it will come? 650. Can you see here? 650. So this will be 650. Okay. Second group, A chemistry. So this is your A chemistry, guys. Okay. Total, what is the sum of marks? 850. So here this will come 850. Hope this is clear. And then B physics. Okay. How many B physics are there? Again, I have 4 records with B physics. Okay. What are the total marks? 700. So 700. Next is B chemistry. So B chemistry is this last 4 record are B chemistry. Okay. Now what are the total marks? 850. 850. Is this clear? Any question on this? Yes or no? Any question?
No.
Everyone understood this one? Till here, is it clear to everyone?
Yeah.
Okay. Till here it is clear. Now, see. I have a question to you. What is the total marks scored by A? Can you tell me from this table? What is the total marks scored by A? Is the information present here? Yes or no?
Yeah. Present here.
Where it is present, boss? Where you can see the total marks scored by A? Tell me.
No, actually, we need to sum up.
We need to calculate. That is correct.
Yeah.
That means, yeah, Tanvir, if I will add, no, I can tell you total marks. It's 15. But suppose you don't have calculator, you cannot add it. Then do you
Yeah.
have that information? You
No.
don't
No.
have that information. If I will ask you what are the total marks scored by B, so again you will tell that okay, I will add this 850 and 700, that will come to 1550. That's the total marks. But again, I will ask that okay, is that getting displayed here? I'm talking whether it is displayed or not.
No.
So again, you will say that no. Okay, two information you are not shown. First, the total marks of A is missing. Then second, total marks of B is missing. Okay, now third question. Can you tell me the overall marks total? That is also missing, right?
Yes.
So in what information are missing? Total marks is scored by A. Then total marks scored by B. Then overall marks, these three information are missing. So to solve this problem, we will be moving to the concept of rollup. Okay. Now see this output. Now look at this output, guys. Now, can you tell me what are the total marks scored by A?
Yes.
Do you have that information here?
Yes.
Yes, 1500, right?
Yes.
Okay. What are the total marks scored by B? You have that information, 1550. What is the overall marks? 3050. Okay. So here rollup will do the summation as well on different categories. Okay, because you wrote a name and subject, so it will sum based on name and subject as well. Hope this is clear now.
Multiple level we can do the rollup, right?
Multiple columns you can do the rollup. Let me show you some other example. Your wish. How many arguments you want to pass? Your wish. No one is going to stop you. Let me show you. Let me add some more arguments. Yeah, I'm adding semester as now. See, this will be very interesting and confusing as well. But the concept will be same, guys. Okay, concept will remain same. Now see, A in physics, he has scored 100. Okay, A in physics second semester is scored 150. So it is checking the grouping of name, subject, and semester. Then here you will get information that what is the total marks scored by A in physics. 650 is the total marks scored by A in physics. So here total marks scored by A in chemistry is 850. Okay. Similarly, for then you are getting the total marks scored by A. Okay. Similarly, B total how much 700 scored in physics. Total marks scored by B in chemistry, in chemistry is 850. Then what are the total marks scored by B? 1550. What are the total marks scored overall? 3050. Any question?
No.
Or else if you want, you can change it like this way as well. Name and semester. Suppose you want only name and semester. Let me remove this subject and let's see what is going to happen here. I'm taking only name and semester. Now see. Now explain me this. What is happening here? It is giving me the value for each and every name and semester. And then you see $1 is happening at this level, name level, right?
Yeah.
Again, $1 at the name level. Then $1 at the overall level. Is this clear, guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, this is very helpful when you want to analyze the data. Okay, so from here you can see that okay, A has scored 150 in first semester. So what is the total marks scored by A? 1500. So from this you can guess that okay, in first semester he has scored 10% of the overall marks. Correct? Then again you can compare that okay, one A has scored 115 first semester and overall total marks of his student 3050. Then you can do. Especially when you're working on HR database, okay, and you are handling the salary. I know that is a confidential data, so name will be masked, okay. So they will show you the data of that HR, that database, okay. And you'll be having the salary information of the employees. The name and IDs will be masked, okay. From there, you can draw multiple conclusions, okay, and you can share with your stakeholders of your company that okay, what is the total salary you are what are the total expenses in a particular department, tech department, what total salary you are giving, in HR department, what total salary you are giving, in research, what the total salary you are giving, in which department your expenses are high, then why in that particular department expenses are high, is there any chance of cost cutting, okay, and all those things. So this helps in those scenarios. Those who have worked, I'm not sure if you guys have worked on HR database or not, but this will help you. You can make you can analyze the data. Okay. And similarly, like if you're working in finance project, okay, you're managing multiple funds. Your organization, they are creating funds, they're manufacturing funds. So then from that, you can compare that, okay, which fund is performing well. Okay, from that fund in where all you have done the investments, what is the increase in percentage? What is the percentage contribution of that fund? What is the percentage contribution of investors? Okay. So from one picture you can draw, you can compare the data. Okay. Otherwise, if you rely only on sum and you're not using Rollup, you can imagine you have to write multiple queries. I'm not telling that some will not do that. Some again alone can do it, but you have to write multiple queries. Multiple tables will be there. But here in a single go, you can compare the things. Okay. So that's the benefit of Rollup. That's what I told you in the beginning. And those who are working on analytics field now, they will generally use it. Otherwise, if you're working on the testing domain or developer domain, very rarely you will use this function, but you should know. Okay. Any question, guys, finally?
No.
Don't have any question. Fine. Okay. Rollup is done. Then I want to show you something about some over is there.
This might be the application like COVID cases in the state-wise
Correct.
district, right?
Very good, very good. Good scenario you have told, yeah. In COVID cases, again, frame a
Mm.
question today on this, okay, on your own. That, okay, you want to see what are the COVID cases in a particular city, in a particular week, okay, then to overall in a month, how much it was, then compare two locations, and then see what are the total COVID cases in the country. Very good scenario, I think you have told. That's very good. I will frame a question based on this. Thanks. So very good. You can frame a table of COVID. Okay, you might have seen few tables I have created based on COVID and I've posted on LinkedIn as well. You can create a table like, okay, COVID cases, location, week. Okay, so there will get the information that, okay, in a particular location, suppose Delhi, in a particular month, first week, this much is the case. Second week, this is the case. Third week, this is the case. Fourth week, this is the case. Then you can analyze, okay, week over week it has increased or not. So what is the total case in the particular month in Delhi? Then similarly for Mumbai, Chennai, okay. Then you can compare with the overall cases in the country. You can calculate percentage. Okay. Very good scenario you have put. Okay, then if Rollup is clear, I want to show you some other functions. So I have to create data for that. Where is the data? Partition by ID subject. Not this one. This is the old one. 1 minute, guys. I will search. If I will get it, it's fine. The one I will create a data for you. Yeah, I got it. This is the one. This is the one. Okay, now let's try to understand something different. I'm trying to create as already used too many values. Okay. So I've created a student table. Okay, and you have data in front of you, A, physics, and all these things are there. Okay, now. Okay, hope this data is clear. Okay, you're getting a student ID, name, subject, and they are whether they pass or fail. That information is there. This is a piece of code. Okay, I'm executing it. I will show you the output and then think what this output is telling you, and then we will observe. We'll try to analyze the data. What is happening in the data here? Okay. Count of a star is 10. What is the meaning of this? Why this is 10?
Total count.
Total number of records in this student table is 10. If you will calculate here now, this is total 10 records. Okay. Maths count. How many math subjects are here? This is one record. This is another record. This is another record. 3 subjects. So 3 counts for maths, right? Similarly, physics, how many counts are there? 3. Let's verify. 1 record, 2 record, 3 record. Similarly for chemistry, similarly for fail, and similarly for pass. You can see in one query you got all this information. Okay, that how many maths record was there, physics record, chemistry, fail, and pass. So in one query you got all these informations. How we have done, we have used the sum statement. See what I've written. First of all, I've written a count of a star. This is clear, you all know this, correct? Then a comma, sum. You see the importance of case here. What I've written, sum. I'm telling SQL engine that please sum. Okay, then it is asking what you want to sum. Then I've written a case statement. Case when subject is equal to maths. I'm telling to SQL engine that SQL take this table, okay, and wherever you will see maths in particular record, if maths is there, then it should be 1, okay, else it will be 0. Similarly, I'm telling that sum when subject is equal to physics, then keep it as a count as 1, else 0, and name it as a physics count, correct? Similarly for chemistry count, fail, and pass. Now let's see how it will work. Let's see how it will work. Okay. This first record. Do you have maths here? Yes, maths is present here. So this will get 1 count. Correct? Because I've told if subject is maths, then keep it count as 1. You will give any count here in physics? What will you count in this record?
0.
0. Correct?
Yeah.
Because that was maths. Similarly, for this it will be 0. This it will be 0. For this it will be
1.
1. Ah, pass is 1. Correct. Very good. Yeah. 1. Very good. It's only 1. Now next record. Subject is physics. So this will be
1. So 0.
0,
0 and this will be
1,
1. And this will be
0,
0. This will be
0.
0 because that is pass, right? So we
Pass.
will add 1 here. Okay.
Right.
Now then it will move to the next record. Okay, it is chemistry. So chemistry is this one. Okay, so this will be 0. This will again, this will be 0 and this will be plus 1 because this is chemistry. So you will add 1 in chemistry. Okay, then it is fail. So fail you will add here plus 1. Oh, sorry, you will add plus 1 here and this will be 0. Is this clear, guys?
Oh, so it will take a one record and it will scan all the sums condition, right?
Correct. So for each record, okay, it will evaluate all this case statement. Don't think that if it matches here, it will stop. No, it will scan all the case statement. And then you have mentioned sum here, so it will calculate the sum. Okay, and then finally it will show you the result. That's why the result is coming like this. So what I want to show you here is this is very, very good query because here we are doing two things. First of all, you can see that we can use case within sum, right? So far we know that we can use case in select clause, we can use case in order by, right? But here you can see we have used case in sum. And in a single query, you can see that you are having the data of mass count, physics count, chemistry count, fail count, pass count, and all those things are there. So you can get multiple informations here. Similarly, suppose you can take again the COVID case here. Okay, you can create a table with that, what I can say, that number of COVID cases. Okay, and you can make this as location, Delhi, Chennai, Bangalore, or whatever, like Hyderabad, Bombay, okay. You can see the cases. Okay, like this you can show, you can represent. So all these window functions, they help in doing the analysis. You can compare the things. Okay.
Tanvi, one question here. Instead of sum, we can use count here. Instead of sum.
So some can I use count? You can use count as well. Correct. You can use count as well. But what's the problem is, I will tell you one thing. Let me show you that. First of all, let me show you with the help of count. How this sum will help you, I will explain you, but let me show you that help of this count one. See, try to understand the difference between count and sum. I will tell you what is the difference. Let me show you, like if this is the count, this is what you're telling, right? You want count here?
Yes.
Okay. Show you. Count. Okay. Now, this is how much?
Yeah, it's counting zero also. Okay.
Got it?
Yeah, got it. It's
So
counting the
count is different, sum is different. See, 1, 0, 2, 3. Okay. If I will ask you what is the count, what will be your answer? 4. Correct? No.
Mhm.
If I ask you what is count, you will tell Tanvir count is 4. Okay, fine. If I will ask you sum, what will be the output? 3 plus 2 is 5. 5 plus 0 is 5. 5 plus 1 is 6. You will tell Tanvir the sum is 6. Is it clear? So count, it will count everything, 1 or 0. It is just checking the occurrence. Count is the occurrence. Sum is the aggregation. Hope this is clear, but this is very good scenario you have told.
Yeah, but for this case, we have to skip the else zero. Then it will come the result same. Right.
Sorry?
For to match up the result, we need to remove the else zero statement.
Perfect, perfect. If you want in that way, you can customize it. You can play with case. Let me do it. You get the output.
So it will skip the zeros.
Okay. Now let's verify this. Is that fine?
Yes.
Now, so apart from this, again, you can tell that, okay, but before proceeding, is this clear to everyone? Any question? No question. Okay. Now here you have one more benefit of sum. What is that? Let me show you. You can customize this as per your need. Suppose you are telling that if it is there, make it 2. Okay, or something like that. But you cannot do this in count because it will just count the occurrence. Suppose it will make it 2. So then the numbers will be double. So it is double here. So maybe as per the requirement, you can change this number and sum will sum all those things, but count will give you the occurrence of that. But they both have their own significance. You have to understand in which scenario, which one you have to use. So both will give you that, okay, you can use case in count, in sum. Okay, fine. Any question, guys?
No.
Any question here? No? Okay. Question. So this was a cumulative sum. I thought, no. This is not the cumulative sum. What all I have taught you? Sum over I have told you. No. Rollup I have taught you.
Rollup.
Case of sum I have told you. Okay.
Some over yes, only some.
This is exactly same. Let me show you that as well. Sum over as well. Where is that? Sum over, sum over, sum over. See. ID, name, semester, subject, marks. Let me show you this example. So let's just start from student. So same data we have, that name and semester and subject for the same data set. Let me show you this. First of all, let me remove this. Okay, just concentrate here. What is happening here? I've used sum of marks over. So this has given me the total marks scored by all the students, right? Okay. Now, no. Before this, check this one. Now, what is the difference between this and this? Will it make any difference, guys? Sum of marks over, nothing in bracket, no argument. But here over order by ID. They both will do the same task or different task?
Same.
Same task. Order by is just for the display purpose. Okay. But the task will be same. Let me show you this. Same thing. This is doing the sum of marks over 3050, 3050, 3050, right? Now, sum of marks over order by ID. Okay. Now, here what you're getting, 1 minute. See, here, first of all, it will order by ID, right? You have done order by ID. This is 1, this is 2, and all these things. 3, 3, 4, 4, 1, 2, 3. Again, it is coming. Why? Because you have, no, I've taken the combination of that. That is why this is happening. 1 minute. Let me remove it. Then that will be more clear. Let me remove this one first of all. We'll run till here because that's what, if you're taking order by outside, no, that will change the sequence. Okay, now see here what is happening. We have written order by ID. Okay, so all these ID 1 total marks is 1500, correct? And then for all these ID 2 total marks is not 3050, but you are telling sum over. So for this, the total marks for this B was 1550. Now 1550 is getting added to this 1500. That's where it's coming 3050. Is this clear? Is it clear, guys? Yes or no?
Can you please repeat again?
Sure, I will repeat it. See what is happening here. Let me copy this in Excel sheet. See, you have written here sum of marks over order by ID. Order by ID. First of all, check and tell me, is the ID sorted in ascending order or not? Right? Sorted in ascending order? No.
Yes.
Here, what is happening? For this ID 1, consider an ID 1 only. First of all, this record. What is the total marks? 1500, correct?
Yes.
Showing 1500 is the total marks. Okay.
Mhm.
Now, if you will see ID B, what is the total marks? 1550. But then why it is showing you 3050 here?
Adding up the previous.
This is adding up. You have mentioned sum. So now this combination, which is how much? Which is
200.
this is summation is how much? Sum is 200. Oh, sorry. This is 1500, right? So now
Yeah.
this 1500 will be added to this amount. Okay. This amount. This summation is how much? 1550. So now this 1550 will be added to this 1500. And that's why you are getting 3050 here. Okay. So you are adding. So this is known as cumulative sum. You are adding on top of that. Not understood.
Yeah. But
Let me show you some more example. And that will work here. Partition by ID. 1 minute. This is the problem if I will take some existing, no, and this is a problem. That's why I start from scratch. It becomes very simple to do the analysis. This order by disturbing here, remove this. I've written partition by ID. Now let's see what is happening here. Okay. Let's analyze this one. These all are very simple. The only thing is you have to practice it. In the beginning, it seems like a little bit complicated, but these are very simple actually. See, we have written partition by ID. So this is one partition. You see, remember the order by ID is different. Partition by ID is different. Please try to understand this. Here you've written partition by ID. So this is one partition, right? And this is another partition. So they are totally separate boundaries. They will not interfere in the task of each another. Partition by ID. So this is one partition. So ID 1, what is the total marks? 1500. So that is why it is showing you 1500 here. Okay. Now this task is over. You don't have to sum this with the next partition. This partition is 2. What is total marks here? 1550. So that's why it's showing you 1550. There is no overlapping. They both will do their own business. They will not interact. But in order by, they will interact. How? You have seen here. First of all, you have calculated the sum of all the marks scored by ID 1. You told me that okay, 1500. Then you have added this to this sum. Correct? And it told us 3050 is a total. But here the requirement is that no, I don't want to add. Just tell me that individual partition, how much marks they have scored. Okay, so that's why you can see here. Individual partition, I'm telling you that okay, total A has scored 1500, B has scored 1550. So this is the difference between partition by and order by. Order by is like it will show you the interaction as well. Partition by is like a boundary. A partition boundary. Okay, so you will not have any interaction between them. Is that clear? Order by, partition by.
Yeah.
Any question? Now coming back to the original one. Now see, now you can find the difference. That's why I don't is if you will discuss all these things in a single go, no, it becomes confusing. So I prefer to segregate it. Now see, we have started from here. Now look at this output. Now see what is happening here. What is this, guys?
Total sum of.
Total. Because in over, after over, you have not given any argument order by or partition by. So SQL will think that, okay, user wants me to sum all the marks. That is why it has added all the marks. And that's why the output is 3050. Correct? Let me copy this as well. And put it here. So the sum of marks over, this is very straightforward. And I think you all have understood this. Okay. You are just adding all the marks, bothered about each and everything. Fine. But here, sum of marks order by ID. So you have, first of all, you're ordering this. Then first ID you have calculated 1500. Then you're adding it that okay, total is 3050. And here this is totally partition. You don't want to interact. Hope this is clear.
Yes.
Then what else? Partition by ID comma subject. This is left out. Exactly same. If you have understood partition by ID, this will be exactly same. It will make first of all partition based on ID and subject. And then it will calculate that what is the total marks scored for each ID and subject component. Let me show you this. See, each ID and subject combination. ID 1, subject is chemistry. What is the total marks scored? 850. Then ID 1, subject is physics. What is the total marks scored? 650. Correct? Similarly, ID 2, subject is chemistry. Total marks scored is 850. ID 2, physics. Total marks scored is 700. Partition by is very straightforward. Now in this, if you want that, okay, I want to add order by. Okay, in this partition by, we want to add order by. Let's see what is happening here. This will be little bit twist. Let's understand this. What is happening here?
It will sum up.
Sum, very good, very good. Let's verify this output. Let me show it here. Now, Order by ID, comma subject. First of all, check whether the order by ID and subject is working properly or not. I want you to verify this one. This is working properly or not. Okay. ID and subject are ordered no? Perfectly.
Yeah.
No, this is not ID and subject. This one. First chemistry is there. Then first physics is there. Second chemistry is there. Then second physics is there. So these two are ordered perfectly. Let me hide these two columns. The timing. Okay. Now one chemistry. What is the total marks? 864. 864. Now what is coming? 850 here. Oh, okay. Got it. 850. This is 850, right? So this is the first task is over. Okay, let me highlight this. You got 850. Now, second one physics. Let me keep it.
660.
So this total is how much?
660. 650.
But why it is showing 1500 here?
It's sum up with 850.
650 plus 850. It is 1500. Correct?
Yeah.
Now, next order by chemistry. This is the next one. Okay, for this, what the values you have? This total is how much? 850. Now this 850 will be added to 1500. That's why this is 2350. Okay, hope this is clear, guys.
Yes.
So this is like a cumulative sum. You are adding it. You are adding this to this, this to this, this to this. Suppose you are in Delhi. Okay, and suppose this is Monday. Total corona cases 100. Okay. Similarly, Delhi Tuesday. Today corona case is 200. Delhi Wednesday. Corona case is 50. Okay. Now here is someone is asking you that, okay, find a cumulative sum. Cumulative sum. You mean what you want? It is 100. So you want, okay, what is 100 plus 200? So this is 300. See, this is cumulative sum. 300 plus 50, 350. Okay.
Yes.
Are you getting? Okay.
Yeah.
Similarly, suppose this is Delhi. Okay. And this is like Thursday. So corona cases is like suppose 70 here. So if you're talking about cumulative sum, 350 plus 70. So how much? 420. Okay. So for this, what will be the query? Sum of cases over order by location, comma, day. And suppose this is your location column. This is your day column. This is cases. Is it clear? Not
Yes.
clear?
Yes.
Okay. Similarly, you can make one more scenario. This is the student name. Okay, and this is the semester. And this is the marks. The student name is A. Semester is 1. He has scored in first semester, total is 400. Okay. A second semester is scored 350. But I want to calculate the running sum. Running sum is also known as cumulative sum. Okay, so what I will do? Someone will tell you running sum. Okay. Maybe in interview they will ask you that, okay, tell me how to calculate the running sum. Order by name, comma, semester. Okay. So now you can see that. Add this values. So this is 400, you will get 400 here, right? Now you can see 400 plus 350, 750. Okay. So this was the benefit. They suppose third semester got marks is 250. Now you will add 750 to 250, 1000. So this is clear, guys? Not clear?
Yeah. That's clear.
Okay. So see this cumulative sum Rollup what we have. Okay, we have started with Rollup, right? Today we started with Rollup. So then how we started? First of all, I've shown you that, okay, you can use this sum function and you can find the sum. You also told that, yeah, this is fine. But then I ask you that, okay, this sum function will give you the total sum, but I want the sum to be splitted up at multiple instances. So then we understood that, okay, we have to use rollup. This will give me the sum at a student level and then the total sum. And if you want the sum at name, subject, and semester, it will give you the sum in that partition. And then it will give you the overall sum as well, right? So this was the benefit of using a rollup. And how this will help? This will help you when doing the analysis. You can see all the numbers on a screen in a single go. Then you can do the analysis, right? Then we move after rollup. We went to this sum and count function. We have seen that, okay, if you want to see the occurrence, we can use the sum or count as per the need. Okay, and then this cumulative sum, this running sum. Or you can find the running sum. You can aggregate that sum over, what is the difference, sum over, and partition by. Okay, partition by, I think this was very simple. This will make a partition and it will add the values in each and every partition. Okay, but this is a bit tricky. Order by, you have to understand this. So here what we were doing, it is like calculating the running sum, right? Calculating the running sum. Any question, guys? Any question? No questions. Okay. Now you are in a position that you can solve any complex queries. Just you have to work on that because you have all the weapons now in your hand. Okay. Now you have to work on
Andre, your voice is breaking, I guess.
why is breaking. 1 minute. But connection is good. Is it breaking still? Is it breaking for everyone? Hello?
Yeah, now it's better. Yeah, for a while there is a lag, but now it's okay.
How is it now? Because I can see network is good.
No, again it's breaking.
Yeah.
Is it breaking now as well? Hello?
Sometimes it's better, sometimes it is breaking.
Oh, okay. Let me know if you're facing that problem. But I can see connection is good. Not sure what's the problem. Okay, fine. So two things are left out, any and all. Okay, I will tell you what is this any and all. Okay. Do we have department salary? Get this table. Create. All of these are not used very frequently, but you should know this. I need to add few values here. Am I audible now, guys?
Yes, Andre.
Yeah.
Got it. That was correct. My network, there was some problem. Start from department. Okay. So this is the data in front of you. Very simple data I've taken. 5 employees, they are earning some salaries. Okay. Now try to understand what is the meaning of this any. Okay. I'm not sure when the last time I have used this any keyword. I don't find much use of this, but let's see. Why this is giving no data found? Any idea? Why is the output no data found?
Yeah,
I'm audible?
because in the table, salary is not present.
Okay. Do we have 700 here? No.
No.
Do we have 800 here? No. Do we have 900 here? No. Perfect. Okay. Now let me change this. 500. Okay. Now I'm executing this query. Still no data found. Correct.
Yeah.
Let me keep it 400 now. Now tell me why you got data now. Why you got the data now?
400.
Yeah, we got data output as for different one.
What different?
For different ID, salary.
Okay, see, first of all, try to understand what this NA is. Okay. You have written this query. Okay. In that query, let me execute this query first of all. From this query, you got the output as 400. Okay.
Yeah.
Now read this query like this. Now read like this. Select a star from department where salary is greater than 400. Do you have anyone who is earning salary greater than 400 here?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is the one.
Yeah.
Correct. So now let me execute this parent query. You got this output?
Yeah, got it.
So any is a very simple English dictionary meaning. Is telling that I'm not bothered that all these conditions are getting fulfilled or not. Even if any one condition is getting fulfilled, I will fetch you the data.
Yeah. If first condition is fulfilled, it ignore remaining, right?
No, it's not like that. It's not based on the priority. Okay, it's not based on the priority. Okay, it is just telling that out of this, even if one condition is fulfilled, anyone. Now see here, you got the only this condition was fulfilled because 700 and 800 is 2 are not present in this, right? So only this condition was fulfilled. So based on this condition, he has given you this data, correct?
Yeah.
Now suppose this is 300. Let me take this as 300. Okay. Now let me run this now. Why you got 400, 500 here? Because this condition is fulfilled. 300. Okay, let me execute first of all this one. 300 and 400. So ideally, if I will keep it here, 300 and 400. So when I've executed this, you should not get the output of 400. Why you got 400 here? You should not get, no, because you are asking greater than 400. So 400 is not greater than 400. So why you got output here? Because
it's greater than
it's
300.
checking, yeah, it will check any one condition. So when I executed this, what is the output? 300 and 400. So now what you have here, 400 comma 300, correct? No. So how many records are there which is greater than this 400 or 300? Let's verify it. And this is OR condition. Please remember, this is OR condition. Is this greater than 400? No. Is this greater than 400? No. Is this greater than 400? No. This greater than 400? No. This is greater than 400. This will be selected. Now, coming to 300 then. Is this greater than 300? No. Is this greater than 300? Yes. Selected. Is it greater than 300? No. Is it greater than 300? No. And no need to check this because this is already selected. So that's why when I will execute this, you will get output as 500 and 400 both. 500, 400 both is coming. That's why the name is any. Even if any condition is fulfilled, so based on that, it will give you the output.
So it will like or
It is like or, very good. It is like or. But if none of the conditions are fulfilled, like the very first example which I have taken, let me keep it 700 and let me keep it 900. So when I will execute this inner query, this one, inner query, will you get any data?
no.
Let me execute this. No data. So if you don't have any data, it will not give you any output because it is very flexible. It's saying that at least you give me some data from this inner query. At least give me some data from inner query. That's why the name is any. Even if any one condition out of this three will fulfill, I will give you the data matching with that particular condition. This is very flexible. Okay. Now, similarly, if you will change this any to all, now see, change this any to all. This is exactly opposite of that. Let me keep this all. Exactly opposite. Let's see now. Any data greater than all. So you got all the values. Why? And here you're getting any data? No. But here you got the data. Why?
Nothing is returning, right?
Hmm?
In the inner query, not inner query all. So
Think over this. Why you got the data here? See. Let me show you before this one simple example.
We use all.
because inner there is no data, right?
1 minute. I will want to show you one more example here. Not getting that example. That's not that, but okay. Let's try to understand from this only. Yeah.
Inner query there is no data which is good, where salary is in 700, 800, 900.
Right. If I will execute this, do you have any record here?
No.
No data found, right?
No.
Now, when I'm executing this one, all, I'm getting data here. Why is it so?
It is greater than nothing.
Nothing is there.
Nothing is there.
Okay. So that's why it is getting matched and you're getting all the records. Because nothing, this all are greater than this nothing, correct? No?
Yes.
I think this is something tough example I've taken. Let's start with equal to first of all. Okay. That's why I don't prefer this one. Because here what happens? No, so here I will keep all the queries which is a little bit tricky. So I don't rely on this, but sometimes I think that we can save time. In order to save time, we'll kill time actually. Now I start with this one, simple one first of all. See here. You got all the values here, right? Why? Because first of all, if you will run this, you're not getting any data from this, right? If you don't have any data from this, you are getting all the values because that is matching the condition. Now, if I will keep it here like this, 100, 200, 300, or let's keep only one value. Okay. Keep only one value, first of all. This value is 100, correct? Inner query is giving 100. Now, you got this because this is matched, right? Now, 200. So inner query will give you 100 and 200. Both 200 is not there. So let me take it 150. 150. Well, execute the inner query, you will get both 100 and 150, right? Let me show you this. You got both 100 and 150? Now, execute this one. No data found now. Why?
Because salary is not equal to 100 and salary is not equal to
Both the conditions are not getting fulfilled. No, you are telling I want both the conditions to be fulfilled. But do we
Okay.
have any record where salary is 100 and 150 both are there?
No.
Here you're getting only 100. Here only 150 is there. But you are telling that I want both the conditions. Are you getting? That is why it is not fulfilled. This all means all the conditions must be matched. But here no records are there which is having 100 and 150 both. You see here it is only 100. Here it is only 150. But here 100 is missing. Here 150 is missing. Correct? Now if I will write here only 150. Now see. You will get 150 here because you have one record with 150 as an output. So all means all the conditions must be fulfilled. It must be matched. Then only it will give you the data. Is that clear?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, this any and all are not used much frequently, but you should know that how we are using that. Okay. So we are all means we have completed all these things. Limit is left out. Okay. I will teach you this. Limit, DDL, DML, DCL. These three are left out. This DDL, DML, DCL, I will give this as an assignment to you guys. DDL is data. Okay, I will give you high level understanding, and then you have to bucketize all these keywords, whatever studied as per your understanding. Okay. See, DDL is data definition language. Every batch, all the students, they will tell that, sir, first of all, teach me this DDL, DML, and all those things. But I used to teach this at the last. The reason is you have to work on this and you have to tell me how you can categorize this. I hope the abbreviation is correct. I will not bucketize this. Okay. Suppose this set create, it will come under DDL, DML, or DCL. You have to work on this. I will tell you the funda.
DDL.
DDL is data definition language. DML is a data manipulation language. DCL is data control language. One of what is definition? Okay. Definition is sorry.
Describe and all it will come.
Definition is like you are creating the structure. Okay, definition means you are creating the structure. Manipulation means we are manipulating the data. Correct? No, we are manipulating the data. So you create with the help of create. Are you creating a structure or you are manipulating the data? Tell me.
Creating structure.
Creating a structure. Correct. So that is why this will come under DDL. I think
DDL.
Example on it. Let me show you that. Where is that? Where is that?
Data controlled like
You see.
Rollup also it comes under that one. Right?
You're controlling the data. See, DDL, data definition. Definition means you are defining the database schema, structure, and all those things. Create is like playing with the structure. Alter, you are altering the structure, right? You are adding a column, you are changing the data type, you are changing constraint. So you are playing with the structure. So alter, this will also come under DDL. You are playing with the structure, correct? Drop, again you're playing with the structure. You are dropping a table. So you are doing something with the structure. Similarly, truncate and rename. So DDL means those keywords with the keywords with which you are playing with the structure of the table or column or data type. Those keywords will come under DDL. Hope this is clear. DML is very simple. You are playing with data. Select is for data only. Insert for data. Update for data only. Delete for data only. Delete, you cannot delete the table, correct? No, you cannot delete a column. You cannot do something with the structure. You can do only with the data. That is why this is DML. And DCL is controlling it. This is generally used by DBA. They will give access, they will revoke access. So it's like controlling the access. That's why this is DCL. Okay, fine then. Any question, guys? you don't have any question, so now start working on the assignment question, revise those questions, and start preparing for that LinkedIn questions. Okay, those are, I believe those questions if you will practice, you'll get a good hands-on experience. Okay. Fine then, if you don't have any other question, so do let me know. If you want to schedule one more class, if you're interested, I can schedule, okay? And then we can wind up. Final call, any question, guys?
Yes. That DCL, we want to use that grant and revoke.
This will be used by DBS actually. Okay, suppose you have joined a project, okay? And in that project, you have multiple tables. So you have to raise a request and your DBA, they will grant you access to that table. If you don't have access to a table, you cannot execute it. Okay.
Okay.
Because in database, you have multiple tables and they cannot give access to all the tables to all the employees. Only those who are working in a particular project, they will get access to those tables only. That's why they will give you grant access. Once you have left
SQL,
that project, they will revoke that access.
yeah, administrator will take care.
Yeah, admin will play with these things. But sometimes database developers, they also have this access, but generally DBA guys will take care of all these things. Okay, any other question?
Yeah, and rollback, rollup comes under this DCL, right? Or
Rollback and commit. Okay, you can
rollup,
control, sorry.
rollback.
Rollback and commit. Okay, first of all, I'm not sure if you guys know the concept of rollback and commit. Okay, anyone who knows that, what is rollback and commit?
Yes.
Yeah,
What is it?
Commit means to make the changes permanently to table, and rollback is to revert the changes back. It's
rollback is a kind of save point. We can retrieve it.
yeah.
Huh.
We should do in Git also same way, right? Git.
Which one?
In Git we should do right.
Yeah. Just like that only a little bit. See, okay, first of all, let me tell you what is this commit and rollback. Okay, and you should know this. Okay. Whenever you are creating a table or you are what I can say, updating that, okay, so you have to commit it. Commit means the database will understand that, okay, user wants to freeze this. Okay, user wants to freeze this. So always whenever you're deleting or doing something like that, you have to commit it. So the SQL engine will understand that, okay, user has committed it. Sometime what will happen, you have inserted a record, you have created a table, okay, you have altered, you have not committed. So what will happen, your SQL engine is waiting for your response. Okay, and many a times I have seen that crashes. Okay, that crashes the system because in your project, suppose I, Mukilan, and suppose Pritish, we three are working, okay, on the same project, and we have 5 tables. I'm working on employee table and I have inserted some record, but I have not committed. So what will happen? SQL engine is waiting for my commitment. So if Pritish or Mukilan, if they are trying to access that employee table, so that will take a lot of time to fetch the data, and you guys will be confused that why it is taking time. Why? Because the SQL engine is waiting for my response for that employee table, because maybe if I have done some changes, the SQL engine wants you to show those changes, and that's why it is waiting. So that is why whenever you are working in a project, always do immediately commit or rollback whatever you want. Okay, this is the purpose of that. And this comes under TCL command, commit, rollback, okay, save point, and all those things. Fine. So for what?
It is same as a lock mechanism also.
Log, no, sir. Log is different. Log is different thing, okay? Log is different. Log is like what all activities you are doing.
Lock, LOCK.
Yeah, lock, okay, sorry, lock, yeah. So once you have done that, you have not committed and all those things. So that's why the table will be logged and no one will be able to access it. Okay, that is what always in project, immediately do either commit or rollback whatever you want. Otherwise, many times I have seen So people, they will raise a request to DBA that DBA, this table is not working. This table is taking good amount of time to fetch the data. What has happened? So then DBA will check at his end, the log. He will open that log files, and then he will check that, okay, which user has occupied this. And then he will see that, okay, this is in lock state. Okay, that's the concept. Yeah, correct. But that comes in the TCL, transaction control language. You have done some transaction, but you have not controlled that. Okay.
So suppose the scenario, suppose two script, two SQL script are accessing same table, and one suppose script A started accessing first, then script B triggered. So at that in that case, script the table will be available for both the script, or it will be lock state for because A is using it.
Sorry, I didn't get you. Can you come again?
Suppose there is a table accessed by two script, two users. Suppose,
Two
no, no,
users, two users. Okay. Table
okay.
employee. Suppose you are also using and I'm also using. Okay, fine. Then.
Yeah, I started using first. That suppose I started using first, and I'm looking into data and manipulating some update or to data. And at the same time, after 2-3 seconds, you started you wanted to use that table. So will you able to use that table because I'm doing the update and all those things?
That is what I mentioned. Okay. You are using that employee table. Okay. Multiple scenarios are there. Okay, but I'll tell you the simple ones which generally happens. You are using that employee table and you are doing some update or something like inserting data, something you are doing. Okay. You means you are modifying the data. If you're retrieving the data, that's not a problem. If you're playing with only select command, that's not a problem. Okay.
Okay.
You are modifying the data. Okay. And then after that, you have executed that update command. Take the example of update command. Okay. You have executed update command. After you will execute update command. Okay. Let me show you this with the help of this example. Then that will be a bit easier. Suppose this is employee table. Okay. This is ID. Name. This is salary. Okay. 1A 100. Take very simple example. Only this one record is there in this employee table. Okay. And you are working on this. What you have done, you have inserted one more record over 2B and 200. Okay. Before you have inserted this record, if I will write this query, select star from employee, what will be the output?
First.
This will be the output, correct? Correct, no? Any question, guys? One minute. Okay, so this will be the output. Now, you have entered a new record. Now, what will happen when you have entered this record now? Okay, and you have not committed or rollback, nothing you have done. Now, if I am writing this query, executing this query, my SQL engine will not show me any output. You know why? The reason is SQL engine is under the impression that user has entered some record, but you have not committed, you have not finalized, you have not booked it. So SQL engine is confused whether shall I give this as an output to the other user or this both. So he's waiting for your response. Once the user A will commit or rollback, then accordingly I will show this output to the second user. And that is why sometimes this will go in lock state. Okay, and you are waiting that why this output is not coming, because I am not aware that you are doing something here. Then I will contact DBA. And DBA, this table is taking a lot of time. He will check and he will tell to you that, okay, why you have not committed a rollback, do that immediately. Okay, and sometimes this gets escalated as well. Really, this gets escalated as well. That's why you will see that whenever you're writing code, or those who are very professional guys, they are writing code. After each line of code, they will mention commit or rollback. because maybe if you'll forget that manually, their code will take care of that. Okay, have I answered?
Yes, I got it.
Okay, fine, guys. Then I have another batch at 9 o'clock. Okay.
Yes.
To prepare some data for them. Okay. Fine then. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Hope you all have enjoyed this course. I've tried my little best to make you understand the SQL concepts. Now you have to practice. Okay. Fine then. Thank you. Take care. Bye.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Tanvir. Thank you all.
Thank you.